Hi, Aquarius. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your March 2015 forecast for the month. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for being so cool and subscribing and liking and sharing these posts, these podcasts. I really appreciate the support. And I've been reading for a few Aquarians lately, and I have to say, I love my Aquarians. You know, this is a good month for you, especially if you're looking at a new living arrangement or considering, changing up the home environment or dealing with the fourth house of home and foundation. But I'd like to start the top of the month of March discussing an aspect that's happening on the 3rd of March. And this is a trine between Jupiter and Uranus. Jupiter, who's stationed in Leo, and Uranus, who's stationed in Aries. So this grand fire trine, or the fire trine at 14 degrees, is affecting your 3rd and your 7th house. Now, a trine is a harmonious aspect. It's filtering in a lot of positive energy, the way that they're positioned on the zodiac, forming, the triangle, or at least Jupiter and Uranus. But this is about your communications and your relationships and how people that you are close to or business partnerships are receiving you. There's something very magical on the 3rd. It could be about contracts and negotiations in a business partnership, or the signing or the positive development of a relationship and how you're communicating in it, or a business partnership and contractual agreements. And this could be close to you, very local to you too, with the 3rd house affected. So I just wanted to mention that because it's just such a beautiful aspect on the 3rd that I like that we start off the top of the month with that energy. On the 5th, we have our full moon at 14 degrees Virgo, another 14 degrees. That number is coming up a lot. Now, this is your 8th house, okay? So this is property, shared resources, taxes, estates, settlements, transformation and regeneration. Having a full moon here, you could close on property around the 5th. The full moon brings an awareness to the sector that it's in, or an ending. And the 8th house it's even legal negotiations and settlements, or wills, estates, inheritances. So something can be finalized around that time for you, Aquarius. I like that, though, that the top of the month is triggering this 8th house, and then mid-month and the end of the month is all about the 4th house. So this could be about finding the property you love, settling with it, and then moving into the home. Okay, so on the 12th, Mercury transits into Pisces. This is replenishing the 2nd house of finance for you if you've just spent it on a home. Because Mercury in Pisces is communication about your money. It's information coming in about budget and finance. It's a great time period between the 12th and the 30th before he transits again into Aries to really get a hold of your finances and actually receive more. Something could be coming in externally regarding money for you. Someone could contact you from the past about money or an opportunity of how to earn more. On the 16th, we have energy that's not so kind, but it's our final exact Uranus-Pluto square. It's at 15 degrees, and this is in that 3rd house of communications again for you, and the 12th house of spirituality and psychic ability, and the house of secrets, and the house of dreams. And, there could be tension in the messages that you're receiving. And when I say that, I feel like, it's easy to dream, but not every dream is just a dream. I feel like you could be receiving information in the 12th house, so you might want to be prepared to keep a notepad next to that bed to write down what it is you wake up with in your mind, what you're dreaming. There could be information coming to you. Warnings, because with this tension, it could be a warning coming to you through premonition, through dream state. So pay attention to the 16th and the messages that you're receiving because of the 3rd house of communication affected there, and the 12th house of intuition. Not too bad, not the worst houses to have this tension and energy. So if anything, I think if you just pay attention, you'll be just more informed. Now, the following day on the 17th, St. Patrick's Day, Venus transits into Taurus. This is where your fourth house starts to get activated. And now when Venus enters the home sector, this is what's up. This is you beautifying the environment, you accessorizing, you entertaining, you preparing the home, beautifying. There's also Venus's money, a smoothing over of the finances in the home sector, getting monies in order, who owes rent, how is this money being divvied, and who's responsible for what. But this is a good energy. Venus is loving, so it's supportive. Now on the 20th, it's our first day of spring, like it is every year. The sun enters Aries. It's our first day of the astrological calendar because Aries starts our astrological calendar. But it's also a new moon on this day, and it's a new moon solar eclipse at 29 degrees Pisces. So that's very rare. It's not often that we start the first day of spring, our first astrological day, off with a new moon and a solar eclipse. So this is actually really great for affecting your money sector and your third house, because even though it's at 29 degrees Pisces, depending on where you hold that in your natal chart, you know, the energy filters into the next sign because it's right on the cusp. So the second house of money gets it, is where it's actually hit, but then the third house also, you know, is going to have the sun there in Aries. Aries is actually lit up for you because it'll be the sun, Uranus conjunct there, which is spontaneous warmth and happiness, Venus there, and then eventually Mars. So, let's see, where was I? Solar eclipse. Okay. Now, after the first day of spring, so let that energy subside a little bit. It's not a great day to take action on the money. It is a new moon, but with a solar eclipse, it's a great day to just keep it in here and then go forward with the action on it in a few days. But I think you're relatively safe. I'm looking at some of the other planets around you. You know, Aquarians, you have it really good for the home sector, the finance sector, and the third house of communications. Now on the 30th, Mercury enters Aries. So he'll be conjunct that energy. Mercury is communication. He'll leave your second house of money and start communicating. It's also contracts, negotiations, and local areas and siblings. So, you know, the third and fourth house, siblings in the home, neighbors in the home. Third house is neighbors. So, yeah, you're going to have action there. It's going to be lit up a little bit for you. The last day of the month, we have another transit of Mars into Taurus, into your fourth house of home. So now Mars, you know, he's in the fourth house of home. So he left Aries. He was stationed there with the sun, Venus, Uranus. So it was a party there. Your second house is good. And now, you know, with Mars in the fourth, I feel like there's entertaining in the home. You could actually want to sell another home. You want to maybe fix it up, do work on it, you know, actually rebuild things, add to it. There's a lot of passion in the home sector or where you come from, your foundation, your deep self. I want to read the cards for you too. I know it's kind of all over the place with all this planetary energy, but it's definitely about you finding something that you are feeling fulfilled with in the home sector and communicating with the right people. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's happening in March for you. And if you'd like a reading with me, you can reach me at audreyallison.com and on Facebook at Audrey Allison Astrology and Tarot. Aquarius. Judgment. I actually pulled this first for Aries, I believe. Recalling the past, a nostalgia. King of Swords. Being your own authority, clear thinking, wisdom, taking control. And this is you, the air sign of Aquarius. Let's see what else. Ace of Wands. New moon energy. Ace, the start of something new. Action, taking action on a new creative endeavor or a new endeavor. And the Justice card. You're signing documents and legal, this is your 8th house. Okay, so people in your life from your past is what's on your mind. And, on your mind, on your clear thoughts. People from your past wanting to help people who have passed, or literally, P-A-S-T and P-A-S-S-E-D, people who have passed and people from your past. So, and you might feel a sense of obligation or a sense of authority in this role, in this King of Swords role, to initiate something new in forms of legal documents, buying property. There's a lot of, maturity happening with Aquarians. It feels like they have a lot of responsibility. They are in control. They don't mind being in control because they think things through. They have it right. I also wanted to pull another card, and I got the Hermit. So this is your 12th house in that Uranus-Pluto square. You might want to retreat and go inward just around mid-month, the 16th, 15, 16, 17. It's a solitude card. You might, you might need the space because you have a lot of activity with people and who you're communicating with, so you might need to withdraw some. Keep the light on, though. That's what the Hermit does. He withdraws, but he keeps the light on just enough in case he wants to let someone in. All right, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope you have a beautiful month. My name is Audrey Allison, and I'll see you in April. Wow, April already. Okay, have a sweet day. Bye.